Joe Troyer. And man, it has been a nutso last week or so since we started talking about all the amazing things that we've been up to in terms of Google My Business. So many replies to my emails. It's been insane. On the last email alone, over 330 or 340 some odd replies. Obviously, yesterday, if you've been following along, we put out the early bird list, and it's just been blowing up. We've gotten so many questions and support already, and obviously we haven't even released the offer yet. So I wanted to record a quick little video for you guys, kind of recapping what we've been talking about since we have been carrying on this conversation over like a week. So I wanted to kind of recap everything, answer some of the most frequent questions that we've gotten so far, and kind of pull everything together and make sure that it's very, very clear for you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. In today's video, I'm going to try to talk fast so that I can condense this video to as short as humanly possible. So today's agenda is I want to talk to you guys about what I see right now as the huge opportunity with Google Maps in terms of EMDs, in terms of exact match domains, but not really so much domains. They're more exact match keyword and business names inside of Google My Business. So we do a lot of those exact matches, and then we also have tested and for a long time have done the exact matches plus like a brand. So like we'd add on pros or experts or something like that to the end of it. Okay, so I want to recap that a little bit and share with you guys what's up. I'm actually going to be sharing a real life example with you or two as well. I will then want to, after you guys understand the opportunity, kind of fast forward and make sure that you guys really understand what Google Maps has done for me and for my business. If you've been following me for any real amount of time, let's say 6 months, 12 months, a year, 18 months plus, you know that I am a huge advocate for Google Maps. The only issue is that Google Maps has become a lot more difficult to rank in as of late. And that's why I'm so excited about this new opportunity, because we've been grabbing rankings literally the same day that our Google My Businesses are claimed. Okay, so we'll talk about that in just a second. I thought I'd share with you guys a bunch of case studies and testimonials about what our Google Maps training has done for other people. But frankly, guys, I decided last minute just to scrap that because, again, I want this video to be as short and concise as possible, and it's already long. I got like 30 some odd slides, all right? Next, I want to talk to you guys about the 10 GMBs that we confirmed in a day. And obviously, if you've been watching and following along in our email series, you guys saw that we did that without us having to find an address, without having to get a postcard or wait for the postcard to show up. A lot of times right now with Google, we're having to resend the postcard 2 or 3 times, which makes this a really long process to actually get a Google My Business listing confirmed. Okay. And when trying to do this at scale, right, getting the address, paying for a virtual office or some other resource in order to get an address, it becomes a little bit expensive too. So add in kind of the clusterfucks. I'm sorry, yes, I already dropped a swear word, with the cost. And it just makes scaling very hard. And I know that the Google Maps Vault, I kind of let it go. The Google Maps Vault is going to be the key to scaling without all of those problems, right? So we'll talk about exactly what the Vault is in a couple of minutes. And then I want to talk to you guys again about the early bird, okay? Make sure that you guys all understand what's going on with the early bird. So let's do this. Without further ado, it's no secret again that I love Google Maps. I've often publicly stated in the past, throughout my career as an SEO, that if I can rank in Google Maps for my money keyword terms, I don't give a shit if I rank organically. Why? Because Google Maps is where the volume is, right? It's up there right at the top of Google, unless minus the ads or whatever. It's the top like organic listing, but it's a map listing, obviously. So Google Maps is where the volume is, all right? And it makes me way, way more money than Google Organic. Okay, so for the past few weeks, past month or so, I've been noticing a trend. And I'm cashing in on it. I've announced it to you guys. You guys should be cashing in on it. I'm finding that if I want to rank for a keyword phrase, like let's say Jacksonville appliance repair today, okay, or same day Jacksonville appliance repair, I can take that exact keyword phrase and I put it in my Google My Business listing. Okay, as the business name, I find that I can rank those quickly. If I get that GMB listing confirmed with one of my vendors, right now we have not one, two, but three vendors that will confirm our GMBs for us without us needing to find an address and do the work and wait for the postcard and all that junk, right? So if I can set one of these up properly, going after a keyword phrase that will get some volume, and get this thing confirmed quickly, I can jump in the maps quick and I can start getting leads right away. So that is what I mean by the exact match domain, or the exact match business name, the EMD, if you will. So I did this just as a test. And you guys can see Jacksonville Appliance Repair today. And I'm literally ranking number one with a GMB that's, I don't know, now maybe 2 or 3 weeks old. But I literally started ranking number one for that keyword the same day that it was confirmed. Okay. There is a little bit more to the method, to my madness, if you will, in terms of what keyword phrases I go after. And I've been doing some tests, and I'll share that with everybody inside of the vault. So this listing that's ranking number one, I want you guys to know that there are 0 citations, 0 backlinks, and the Google My Business profile, if you see the little street map to the right of the listing, there's no images even on the profile. The profile isn't even built out yet besides the uber basics like hours of operation, right? Besides like website or, the very, very basics, right? The phone number. Okay, this is truly like the wild, wild west days, the good old days of ranking exact match domains inside of Google. So if I wanted to rank for Jacksonville Appliance Repair today, I'd go pick up and purchase JacksonvilleApplianceRepairToday.com. Right? I'd build a couple of links, and without a whole lot of effort, that thing would skyrocket right to number one or number two inside of Google. I'm seeing very, very similar results with Google Maps right now. Okay, so I want to show you guys a couple more examples. I've literally uncovered hundreds of examples of exact matches ranking in Google My Business for serious keywords. And I've done this because I put in the time, I put in the research. When I find an opportunity, I'm going to vet the crap out of it. I'm going to see how other people are doing it before I start really, really going after it. Okay, I want to make sure that it's real. I want to make sure that it's going to last. And these keywords aren't just little dinky keywords like Jacksonville Appliance Repair today, right? This was just an example, okay, for me to start getting my feet wet again, okay? So serious keywords that are worth thousands of dollars a month, not to the local business that you choose to work with, but to you ranking in the map pack. Okay, I want to walk through a couple of examples. Okay, so appliance repair. I have been in the appliance repair game for probably going on a decade now. If you can rank inside the Google Map Pack in a big city, I'm talking 250,000 people plus. If you can rank in the Map Pack, that's worth over $2,000 a month net in your pocket. Okay, to me. And it would be worth that to you if you can go sell the deal and you can leverage the ranking, obviously. So appliance repair. Let's look at a couple of examples inside of appliance repair. Cleveland appliance repair. Exact match listing here on the left, right? Ranking number 2. Chicago appliance repair. Exact match listing there on the right. Ranking number 1. Garage door repair. Easily another one that's worth $2,000 per month. Ranking in the map pack. Miami garage door repair, ranking number, number 2. what I want you guys to notice is that this is an exact match plus the brand, right? So they're trying to rank for Miami Garage Door Repair, and they are. And their business listing name is Miami Garage Door Repair Reliable Team. Okay, so never put anything at the front. Always put it at the end of your keyword phrase. Okay, next up on the right, Chicago Garage Door Repair. Literally, folks, Garage Door Repair Chicago is just reverse word order, right? And then Chicago Garage Door Repair. Two of them ranking in the map pack there in Chicago. Cosmetic surgery. Now, this is a crazy example. We, back in the day, long time ago, played with some cosmetic surgery-based stuff, plastic surgery, elective procedures like this, and it worked really well. But check this out. Chicago Cosmetic Surgery. Okay, the top two rankings are EMDs plus, or exact match business names plus. So cosmetic surgery and dermatology. Chicago Cosmetic Surgery, Dr. Michael Byam. Okay, so this is a great opportunity here as well. iPhone repair. Okay, $2,000 per month, no problem. Okay, iPhone repair Miami. The first one again is the exact plus. Okay, so we got iPhone repair Miami. We come to you on the left there, and in the top spot, in the third spot, iPhone repair Miami Beach. Right, so they just added Beach instead of just Miami. Okay, so literally 2 out of the 3 spots ranking there. On the right hand side, Phoenix iPhone repair ranking as well. Okay, another vertical, AC repair. Okay, I've been in this niche for the last couple of years now and have delivered literally tens and tens of thousands of qualified leads to AC repair companies. This is definitely worth $2,000 a month. So AC Repair Las Vegas. Sorry, I didn't circle it, but it's that middle listing there on the left. AC Repair Las Vegas. So it's ranking. What is that? Ranking number 2 inside of GMB. On the right-hand side, Air Conditioning Delray Beach, literally ranking number 2 inside of Google My Business. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a snapshot. So we talked about the rankings, obviously, and the opportunity. I wanted to give you guys a little bit more of a snapshot on what Google Maps has done for us in my business in the last year alone. So I pulled out 16 sites of ours that rank in Google Maps, and I pulled them out at random. Okay, grabbed the first, really not so much random, I just grabbed the first 16. And I pulled their call volume for the last 12 months. So this is a list of the sites and their call volume. So site 1, 2,006 calls. I'm not going to read every one, but what I want you to notice is we got sites like this with like 2,000 calls, right? And then we have a site with like 56 calls or 824 calls, or let's find another low one here, 140 calls in 12 months. So what I want you guys to know is that we go after a lot of different niches. And funny enough, this site number 1 is actually worth less money than, let's say, site number 17. And the reason is because they're in different niches and they have a very different lead cost that we can charge. Okay, so don't assume just because it's less volume that is bad. Okay, that's often a huge misconception, right? We could only be getting $20, let's say, a call on one, and we could be getting $400 or $500 per call on the other. Okay, so just a little tidbit there for you. So add all those numbers up, and we're at 7,402 calls in 12 months from these 16 sites, which basically equates to 616 calls per month. Roughly Monday through Sunday for the entire week, we're looking at 22 calls per day. Obviously, most of the call volume happens Monday through Friday. So 22 calls per day at just $10 each, which if they don't make $10 a call, I wouldn't. If they don't make $20 or $30 a call, I wouldn't even be going after it. But 22 calls a day times $10 on the low end, guys. Again, $220 per day. Okay, which equals about $6,000 per month. So $6,000 per month in revenue in terms of opportunity, but again, very, very minimized, right? Taking it very easy on that calculation. Let's say that I have $250 invested in each one of these sites ranking in GMB. Okay, I have a $4,000 investment for a $6,000 a month plus revenue stream. Right? That's a fantastic return. Absolutely fantastic return. So in the past, we've talked about what we do in GMB and kind of what our processes are. But in the past, we've had some serious constraints. It's just hard to manage building a lot of sites out and Google My Business listings out. And I just want to make sure that you're aware of these constraints. So, right, in the past, finding addresses, a lot of times we'd use virtual offices. If we had a friend or family member in the area, we'd use that. But we'd pay the friend or family member, right? So it's not like we just were able to do it for free. So roughly, let's say that we used a virtual office. Let's say the virtual office costed us $60 for the month. Right, we'd have it probably for 2 months before we were able to cancel it, right? So we'd get a postcard, right? We'd set up the Google My Business listing. They'd send us a postcard. We'd wait 7 days. If we hadn't got it yet, we'd go back into Google My Business, re-request the postcard. Guys, re-requesting the postcard I thought was going to be the death of me. Lots of listings re-requested the postcard 3, 4, 5, even 6 times. And some of them we never got at all. Okay, so these are just a couple of the problems and constraints that we had in the past, really scaling this side of the business. And you guys can see, obviously, and know that we have 100% scaled this. It's just been difficult. It's been a pain in the arse. So all of these problems really are gone as of right now. So the other day, we had 10 confirmed GNBs in one day. 10 confirmed brand new Google My listings in one day. Okay. In fact, out of these 10, 5 of them were ranking on page 1 in the 3-pack that very same day. Okay. So this is no longer, right, an issue. You guys can see in one day we got 10 of these verified. And the cool thing is we didn't have to deal with a postcard, right? We didn't even have to deal with setting up the Google My Business account. That was done for us. And frankly, it costed about the same amount and in some cases less money for us to get this done using the vendors that I have that make this possible than if I just go spend that money on a virtual office for 2 months. That is the opportunity here. So, my idea is very, very simple. What if I could share my solution and resources to getting GMBs, Google My Business accounts, verified without any address or dealing with any postcards and all of those limitations and craziness, right? What if I could share just literally all of this stuff and all of the vendors and resources that we're doing in Google Maps that I just can't share with the masses? Like how we build unlimited Google phone verified accounts, or the citation resource that we're using right now inside of our business that is giving us double the amount of citations for literally 20% less cost. Yeah, seriously, right? That would be great, right? And I love to share with you guys, right? I like being the good guy. I like opening up and sharing what's working for me right now and vendors that are working for me right now, right? Strategies that are working for me right now. The problem is when I share resources like this publicly and to the masses, they get slaughtered and they end up not working for anyone. If you've been around, you've been following us for any real amount of time, look what happened with our poking automation toolkit, right? Game changer, literally game changer. We sold it for $1 to 5,000 people on our email list, right? And YouTube shut down the features we were utilizing to make this tool so effective. Or look at the two vendors we used that we used to create Google and YouTube phone verified accounts, literally out of business. Or the 3 vendors that we used to suggest for creating SynWire accounts, all no longer fulfilling on the service. And ultimately, my quote-unquote good deed of me doing these last 3 things in these last 3 examples ends up in the long term really not helping anyone. So what if we opened up access to all of our Google Maps vendors and resources we are using, but we severely limited access to the resources so we didn't burn them out like the examples in the past? Well, that's exactly what we're doing. So tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, we are launching our Google Maps Vault. Okay? Our Google Maps Vault is our private unreleased resources and vendors, right? The ones that we simply can't release to the masses. But yes, there is a but. We are severely limiting access to the Google Maps Vault. Why? Because I don't want to happen what's happened so often before. I don't want to burn out these resources. So tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, we are releasing only 75 licenses, period. Okay, there will be no more. Okay, for those of you who already know that you want in, join the early bird list below this video. Somewhere here on the page will be a link to join the early bird list. Okay, you'll get access to join the Google Maps Vault an hour before everyone else, meaning that you will get an email at 11 a.m. Eastern instead of 12 p.m. Eastern. Okay? Heck, ultimately, guys, the truth is we very well may sell out of all the 75 spots just with the early bird list. Okay, so I took the screenshot, obviously, right before I recorded this video. Yesterday, we opened up the early bird list. I sent out an email. It was obviously a holiday here in the U.S. And since yesterday, 425 people joined the early bird list. Okay, if you want a shot at getting into the vault, I'd highly recommend opting into the early bird list so you can get access at 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow versus 12 p.m. Eastern when everyone else gets access. So real quick, I want to talk about who this is for and who this is not for. So who this is for. Honestly, it can be used for gray hats, black hats, or white hats. Okay? Most of our vendors and resources inside the vault can be used for white hat or black hat tactics. Okay? Understand, it's all about how you choose to implement them that makes this white hat or black hat or somewhere kind of in between in the gray hat world. Okay? This is for people as well who have a basic understanding of Google Maps. Okay? And ultimately, people who will use the resources inside of the vault. Okay, if you use the vault and all of its resources, I have zero doubt you will find it extremely, extremely valuable and get one hell of a return on investment. All right, so probably most importantly, who this is not for. Okay, I want to be brutally honest with you guys. So you guys don't pick up the vault, you don't buy access, you don't get access, and you get inside and you're like, I want a refund. Okay, folks, you know with us limited offers like this, there aren't no refunds. So I want to be very, very blunt with you guys. This is not for people who want a course or need a course on how to rank in Google Maps. This is not a Google Maps training course. It's our unreleased vendors and resources. This is also not for extremely, extremely white hat SEOs who have no imagination. Okay, can this stuff be used for white hat? Yes. Or this is also not for a beginner who has never verified a Google My Business listing. Okay? These are resources. These are vendors to take your Google Maps skills and business and opportunity to the next level. If you've never touched Google My Business, you don't know what it is, you're not willing to roll up your sleeves, get your hands dirty, this is not for you. Okay? If you're still with me, that means you probably are very interested. Thanks for sticking with me throughout this video. I think hopefully now we're all on the same page going into the vault opening tomorrow. Okay? Don't forget to set an alarm or a calendar notification for tomorrow at either 11 a.m. Eastern if you're on the early bird list, or if not, 12 p.m. Eastern if you haven't signed up for the early bird list. All right? I'll see you guys inside the vault tomorrow morning. Here's to frickin' crushing it.